So Stacy Rasgon, Intel. Now I'm looking at a call of yours from April 3rd, right? You upgraded it and you said we hate it, but we think it's the right one. Well, it's why you're as good as you are and what you do, because the stock's up, what, 15% or so since that call. So what now? What are they going to deliver today?
Yeah, you bet. The quarter should be fine. They already sort of softly, positively preed during conference season a month or so ago. They said they're coming into the upper half of the guidance area, so the quarter should be okay. I actually think there can be upside into the back half of the year, and it goes back to that April call. It's more around PC channel normalization than anything else. I think PCs, the end market shipments have bottomed. They're sort of back on a pre-COVID trajectory. And the CPU shipments, the stuff that Intel sells, I mean, at the peak, they were over-shipping the market by 25 or 30%. End of last year, beginning of this year, they were under-shipping by 20-25%. So as that normalizes through the end of the year, I actually think that can drive some upside to numbers as we go into the back half. Now, will they get credit if it's just PCs? I don't know. I mean, people are going to be looking at the trajectory of data center, especially given a lot of the hype recently around AI, and they're not viewed as benefiting as much as some other names are within that, and people are worried what it might mean for CPU sales in data center. So we'll see what that mix looks like. But overall, I actually do think numbers can show a positive bias into the back half for them.
You know, the question I've seen, some speculating on today, or at least trying to entertain themselves, is can Intel, can they work, can they compete in this new era of AI, where, other players like NVIDIA and some others too have kind of sucked all the air out of the room. I'm thinking Broadcom and others. How do you address that issue?
Yeah, I mean, so they have AI products. They do have a data center GPU roadmap. They've kind of, it's been challenged though. They've got other products. They've got a product called Gaudi that they bought a company called Habana, which made AI accelerators, and so they have that. But they are not viewed as having as much of a roadmap. And again, you can look at a company like AMD. People are getting bulled up on their people. They're looking for who could be the second source supplier. And AMD, at least to their credit, they have a roadmap with products on it that Intel is not perceived to have as much at this point. And so it is a problem. It's one reason that it's certainly not getting the kind of lift, even though you could argue in general, if there is going to be more compute, they sell compute. They benefit at least peripherally from that.
I mentioned the upgrade. Now, it's not exactly to buy or anything like that. It was only to market perform from basically out of the dumpster. But what has to happen for you to say, you know what, this stock's a buy? This stock is now a buy. What do you need to see?
Yeah, even so, the current situation, again, numbers an upward bias, and it's you can start to argue that at least it can't get any worse. So that is a start, right? They've given some more color around some of the cost savings that if they can execute on might drive more upside to gross margins. So that would be good. But ultimately, they have to fix their competitive situation, right? They've got to reverse the share losses that we've been seeing to AMD and others. The market has to get comfortable that the whole transition to AI and accelerated compute is not going to eat into the CPU TAM. And then clearly they've got to fix that process roadmap and actually be able to demonstrate real leadership on that front. It's still going to be a while. It's a slog. They're doing the right things. Again, maybe it doesn't get any worse from here, but it's going to be a ride still from until we know for sure whether or not this can succeed.
I appreciate it.
That's what we'll be looking
as
for.
Always.